Have you ever wondered what nothing truly means? It's a word we toss around daily, but when we stop to think about it, it becomes a philosophical enigma. Picture this. An eager individual, let's call him Bob, embarks on a quest to find nothing in his house. He scrutinizes every corner, under every couch, behind each curtain, but alas, all he finds are somethings. An old sock, a forgotten coin, a dust bunny. Even the empty spaces are filled with air, light, or the echo of his own voice. His search proves fruitless, as nothing, it seems, is a master of disguise. This humorous anecdote serves to illustrate the complexity of nothing. It's not merely the absence of something, but a concept that challenges our understanding of existence and the universe itself. And so our quest to understand nothing begins with the realization that nothing is not as simple as it seems. So, what do philosophers say about nothing? Well, let's take a trip through the annals of philosophy, shall we? From the ancient Greeks to contemporary thinkers, the concept of nothing has been a subject of intense debate and discussion. In ancient Greece, Parmenides declared that nothing does not exist, because to speak of nothing is to speak of something that is not, which is a contradiction. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, and we have Thomas Aquinas, who argued that nothing is the absence of something, a lack, a void. Now let's hop into our philosophical time machine and zoom ahead to the 18th century. Immanuel Kant, that great Prussian thinker, suggested that nothing is not a concept at all, but rather an idea of negation that we use to clear our minds of unwanted ideas. And in the 20th century, existentialist philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre claimed that nothing is the foundation of freedom. According to Sartre, we are born into a world of nothingness, and it is from this void that we create ourselves, our values, and our meaning. Now let's lighten things up with a funny anecdote about Ludwig Wittgenstein, a philosopher known for his eccentricities. Wittgenstein once challenged himself to think about nothing for an entire day. But at the end of the day, he found that he'd spent the whole time thinking about everything instead. Quite the philosophical pickle, wouldn't you say? While these philosophical perspectives may seem disparate, they all grapple with the same fundamental question. What is nothing? Is it an absence, a negation, a foundation, or just an enigma that leads us to think about everything instead? As you can see, even philosophers have a hard time wrapping their heads around nothing. But why should we care about nothing, you might ask? Well, let's dive into the importance of nothing in our daily lives. Imagine for a moment you're waiting for a health report. The knots in your stomach are tighter than a sailor's knot, and your heart is beating like a drum at a rock concert. You're hoping for nothing. No news in this case is good news. The nothingness of the situation holds a significance that is far greater than something. Now let's take this a step further. Think about a canvas. Before the artist brings it to life with their brushstrokes, it is nothing. An empty space, a void. But it's this very nothingness that holds infinite possibilities. It's a blank slate, a fresh start, a new beginning. It's the nothing that allows something to come into existence. Similarly, in our lives, nothing can represent a clean slate, a moment of quiet in a world filled with noise, a chance to reflect, to breathe, to just be. It's in these moments of nothing that we often find something very important, ourselves. Nothing also plays a significant role in communication. Ever heard of the silent treatment? When someone gives you nothing, no words, no reactions, it can sometimes speak louder than 1,000 words. The absence of something can convey a message just as powerfully, if not more so, than its presence. It's also worth noting that nothing is a fundamental concept in science as well. The vacuum of space, the zero in mathematics, the neutral in electricity, all are representations of nothing, and yet they are crucial to our understanding of the universe. So you see, nothing is not just an absence, not just a void. It's a catalyst, a messenger, a mirror. It's a concept that holds immense potential and profound significance. It's a concept that, when understood and appreciated, can change our perspective and enrich our lives. So nothing can actually mean a lot. Now let's dive into the paradox of nothing. Picture this. You're sitting around the campfire, sharing ghost stories. The more you talk about this spectral apparition, the more real it seems. Suddenly, every rustle of the leaves, every flicker of the shadows hints at its presence. But here's the catch. The ghost doesn't exist until you start talking about it. In the same vein, nothing is a concept that only exists once we start discussing it. It's like a phantom concept, lurking in the shadows of our conversations, waiting for its cue to step into the spotlight. And the moment we start talking about nothing, well, it ironically becomes something. It's a concept that's both everywhere and nowhere, existing and not existing all at once. It's a bit like trying to catch a soap bubble. Elusive, intangible, yet undeniably there. We're dealing with a true paradox here, a conundrum wrapped in an enigma, dipped in a riddle. And that, my friends, is the intriguing paradox of nothing. So, what have we learned about nothing? Well, we've delved deep into the enigma of nothing, unearthing its philosophical roots. We've discovered that nothing is not merely an absence, but a concept that has puzzled and intrigued philosophers for centuries. From the ancient Greeks to modern thinkers, nothing continues to be a subject of profound contemplation. We've also highlighted why nothing matters. It's not just an idle thought or a philosophical conundrum. Nothing plays a crucial role in our daily lives, shaping our understanding of existence, reality, and our place in the universe. Then we ventured into the paradox of nothing. We've seen how nothing can simultaneously be something and nothing at all, a concept that both baffles and tickles our intellect. As we wrap up, let's not forget the complexities and the importance of nothing. It's a topic that, despite its name, is filled with endless possibilities for exploration and understanding. Remember, next time you think about nothing, you're actually thinking about a whole lot of something.